Hello everyone, this is Professor Robert Solis and welcome to this next video lesson. This is our fourth installment of the file input output stuff that we've been talking about. So you'll notice that in this particular version we're going to talk about appending to the end of an output file. So in other words, consider this. Let's say that you've already written data to the file and you don't want to overwrite it, which is pretty much what we've done in the past. Instead, you want to append to it, which means that you want to take the information in your output file and add to the end of it. So let me go back over here to Windows Explorer. Let's take a look at our FileIO 4 folder. Let me double click over here, and you can see that my output folder is blank. My input folder has three names, as you can see here. The output folder, as you can see, is blank. So let's see what happens when we first run this program. What happens to the output file? I'll talk about the specifics in just a moment. So let me go ahead and run the program. And as you can see, we've written this data not only to the screen, but also to the file. Let me prove that to you. So I'm going to go back over here to Windows Explorer. And over here, you see the output file has hello, Robert Solis, Joshua James, Jackson Paul. Okay, let me take this input file and I'm going to double click it so that I can change it in Notepad. And let's just change some things over here. So let's say that we type over here Steve James, Alan Smith, and Rudy Taub, say for example. All right, I've changed the input file. These are three separate names. Let me go ahead and save the data, and I'm going to close Notepad. So as you can see, input is now different. Let's see what happens. Are we going to see this data followed by three more hello statements? Well, let's see what happens. If I go back over here, I run the program again. Okay, it says hello, Steve James, Alan Smith, Rudy Taub. And let's go back over here to our output file. And again, notice what has happened. We have appended to the output. So now I think you understand what it means to append to. It means to add to the end. It didn't get rid of the original data. We're simply adding to. So how do we do this? Well, easy. Notice first of all that we've attached or included the fstream library so that we can deal with file input output. I've created an input and output file stream. I've obtained the external representation, as you can see here, with the input.txt file so that we can read from it. But notice what I've done over here with the write to file object. Okay, I'm going to open up a line of communication with this output.txt, but I put a comma, iOS, scope resolution operator, and this word app stands for append. So what this flag does is it says, in terms of this output file, append to it. Don't simply overwrite it. If this entire line right here were erased, then it would just simply mean replace whatever is currently in the output.txt file. But with the addition of this comma iOS, which is input output, and with the scope resolution operator and the APP wording, this is going to add to the end of the file. And that's really it. That's really the big secret here in terms of being able to append to the end of the file. Once again, I'm using the EOF end of file capability of this input file stream. And I'm saying while we have not reached the end of the file. That's what this statement says. As long as we haven't reached the end of the file, let's go ahead and get the entire line. We're going to append hello with whatever the person's name is. We're going to keep on doing that for every single name that we read from this input file. Then we're going to write it to some external file. We're going to send out a message to the screen, and then we're going to close what we've opened, because that's always what we do. And that's it. So the big deal here is the iOS scope resolution operator, that is, and then the APP, which stands for append. Okay, so this is Professor Robert Solis. I hope this video lesson was helpful. Have a good day. See you next time.